Welcome back, friends. So in the last video, we have seen how to install multiple desktop and Windows Manager using the ArcoLinuxB Xtended ISO. This is the phase 3 of ArcoLinux learning path, and we will combine it with phase 4 in the next video. So we have installed the KDE desktop, OpenBox, and IceWM. So IceWM is a window manager. OpenBox is also a minimal desktop, and KDE is a full desktop. So let us do a short tour of the three desktop and validate that the installation is properly done. Whatever the packages we had chosen during the install have been installed. So let us start. Let us spin up the ArcoLinux virtual machine. Okay, so we are now booted into the login screen of ArcoLinux. So let us check out the sessions available. So we had only planned to install one full desktop, that is KDE, one minimal desktop, that was OpenBox, and IceWM, which is a window manager. But here I can see lot many sessions are available. So maybe by default it has installed all these desktops. So they will be most probably minimal desktop, and you can install additional packages during the installation, that is using the ArcoLinuxB Xtended ISO that we had done. So we had selected some extra packages that were installed, but it looks like it has installed most of the Windows Manager available in the ArcoLinux distro. So it will be great. So what we will do is, in this video we will just cover the three, that is KDE, OpenBox, and IceWM session, and maybe we will do a video on other Windows Manager later. So I will not destroy this virtual machine. I will keep the virtual machine as it is. So this virtual machine will serve us for many more videos, because we will do a individual video on each of the Windows Manager available. So you can see here the Qtile Wayland session is available. Awesome is there. BSP, WM, Dusk, DWM, i3, IceWM session, IceWM, left WM. So many are there. So what we can do is we will do a individual video on each of the Windows Manager later. So this time let us only do KDE OpenBox. So what is this KDE/OpenBox? Let us try it out. So maybe what happen is it has got mixed up. So the KDE and OpenBox has mixed up. So we will have to check it out. Or maybe OpenBox, there is a way to make the OpenBox compatible with KDE. So maybe that has been done. So let us check out. So we will now log in into the KDE OpenBox session. So now we have to input our password, and on the login screen there is only clock, the 4 buttons at the bottom: suspend, hibernate, reboot, and shutdown. There is no on-screen keyboard shortcut here. So my suggestion to the ArcoLinux developers will be to have a virtual keyboard button somewhere here. So it is very important to have, because sometimes what happen is, suppose your keyboard is old and it just stops working. So in the next session, whenever you log in, you will not get the access to your keyboard, and then it will be difficult to enter your session, and your data will be locked up inside the system. So it is advisable to have a virtual keyboard or a on-screen keyboard here. So you can easily click on the button or click on the shortcut and then use it to log in. So now let us start. So the welcome app is up, or you can say welcome screen is up. The rest of the desktop is still pending. It will come up. Okay, so now the wallpaper has appeared. Another few seconds and the whole desktop will be visible. Okay, so now we are booted up. I think this is the KDE desktop. So now here on the welcome app, you have got the shortcut for the software installation. Then you can launch the Arch Linux tweak tool. You can update the Arch Linux mirrors. You can check out the release info. You can choose your project. The core info is there, fast track is there, forum is there. Let us check out the release info. So I think it will open up the browser. This desktop is slower than the other desktops that were installed using the ArcoLinuxB and ArcoLinuxL ISOs. To install this desktop, we had used the ArcoLinuxB ISO along with the KDE plus OpenBox plus IceWM choice during the install. Okay, so this just opens up the releases web page of the ArcoLinux. So the version is 22.06, which is the latest one that we have installed. Let us close this down. Now what is this? Let us check it out also. So it will open up. Okay, it is just the project you have to choose. So multiple ISOs are available for the ArcoLinux L, S, D and B. So we have already used the ArcoLinux L, B and ArcoLinuxB Xtended, which was used for the present installation. So we are yet to check out the ArcoLinux XS and ArcoLinux D ISO. I think there is ArcoLinux XS also available. Let us check out. Okay, now let us check out the core info. Every time it is opening the... Okay, so ArcoLinux has 4 major editions. So flagship is XL, that is large. It is the full installation of all the desktops. Ship is XS, that is X small. So XS comes I think with the LTS also and without the LTS also. So X is small plus LTS kernel. Then bare, you have to decide the desktop. So there won't be any, I think, graphical interface for that using the bare. Then there are the B ISOs where you choose the desktop and you build your own desktop. Plus there are some other ISOs like ArcoLinux XL ISO. So it is complete. Default desktop is except C. There is only one desktop. You can add more desktops. It is themed and Bluetooth printer network is available. Lot of softwares are there. You can have fun and enjoy. Size is 2.4 GB ISO, 64-bit. You can add more software. So it includes the Arch Linux core, video, network, display manager, desktop environment, application, conky, themes, icons. Select your wallpaper and you are done with the installation. In the access, that is the ArcoLinux access ISO, you get the minimal install. The default desktop is except for CE. There is one desktop. You can add more desktop. It is thin. Bluetooth printer network is available. There is no extra software available. You can have fun and enjoy. 1.7 GB ISO, 64 bits. You can add more software. The Arch Linux core, video, network, display manager, desktop environment, application, conkeys, themes, icons. You can select your wallpapers and you are done with the complete installation. And the fourth, that's ArcoLinux D ISO. It is a minimal install. There is no default desktop, no desktop. Add any desktop. So there is no default desktop. You have to add your desktop, that desktop of your choice. It is not themed. There is no Bluetooth, no printer, no network, nothing. There is no extra software. You have to learn from scratch everything. There is just 1.4 GB of ISO, 64 bits. You can add more software. The Linux core, video, network, choose your display manager. Even the display manager is not available. You have to choose the display manager. You can build your own Arch on this Arch base. You can start in terminal. That is, you start in the terminal and then build your system from the terminal. Install everything with editable scripts or use the installer. So maybe one day we will try this out. Then ArcoLinuxB ISOs that we already used. So the installation is minimal. You can choose your desktop. There is only one desktop available. You can add any desktop. You can it is already themed. Bluetooth, printer and network is available. Minimal software is available. You can have fun and enjoy. 1.6 to 1.9 GB ISO is there. 64 bits installation. You can add more software. Arch Linux core, video, network, display manager. You can choose your desktop environment, choose application, choose conkeys, choose themes, choose icons, and you can build the ISO. So we have used this. So we have used the CalMS installer to choose the desktop and all the softwares. Even we installed the themes and icons also using this desktop. So we already used this. You can check out the videos, earlier videos. Okay, so we will close this down. Then what is fast track? Let us check out what is fast track. Okay, so these are the prerequisites for a pre-installation. So we provide you 3 sources to download the ArcoLinux ISOs. This is SourceForge, SeedForge, torrents. How to check for the ISO for errors. So you follow this method. How to write an ISO to USB. So it is giving you a complete information how to do and what are the steps to be taken during the pre-installation. Then what is care to be taken during installation and what is to be done after the post installation. So it is a good guide for the new users who want to try ArcoLinux. I will close this down now. This is the forum. You can donate here, get involved as a beta tester, get involved. What is this AAG? Let us check it out. Okay, ArcoLinux auditing group. Audit the ISOs of ArcoLinux. No long-term commitment needed. Ad hoc installations available on speedost in AAG folder. Monthly report any issues on Discord. Best to install on hardware, not on VirtualBox. Okay. Feedback and picture on Discord channel before release date in order to solve issues. Okay. So you can help in auditing the system. So audits are done to make the system compliant to the different security standards, so that the end user is assured that the system there is no spyware or any other malware, plus the reliability of the system is also guaranteed. Okay, so this is the YouTube ArcoLinux channel, and then you can quit the welcome app from here. Okay, now let us check out. Okay, let us check out the desktop and settings. It is taking time to open up the applications in this installation. In all earlier installations there was no issue, but since this is a mix of 3 desktops, that is KDE plus OpenBox plus IceWM, it is little slow. So these are the wallpapers available. There is a long list of wallpapers. Beautiful wallpapers are available. You can install any one of them. Let me choose this. Yes, this looks good for me. Now we can choose this. This one is good. This is abstract. Okay. Okay. So now, total of 6 workspaces are available here. What is this? This is the system settings. Let us check out the Discover Center. It is taking time. Everything is taking time to load or open up and show the data. Okay, so let us check out if any updates are available. It is taking quite long. Let us check the about section in. Okay, so KDE 5.25.1 is available. KDE frameworks is 5.95 and Qt is 5.15.5. So it is the latest one. So anyway, this is Arch, so it is expected that you get the latest software packages. People use Arch for getting the latest packages also, cutting edge. Just like Fedora. Fedora is the cutting edge upstream project for the RPM based Linux distros. So it is equivalent to ArcoLinux, which is also Arch Linux. So it also has cutting edge technologies like Fedora. So it is taking up time to show the 7 updates. Maybe some more updates are there. Okay, only 7 updates are there. So these are the updates to the ArcoLinux tweak tool, the ArcoLinux awesome fonts, I think, or the awesome window manager, ArcoLinux BSPWM, ArcoLinux Herbst Luft Windows Manager, then i3 Windows Manager, Qtile, and the Xmonad. So friends, really, to be very frank, I have not used any one of these window managers. I already told you in the last video. I keep away from the window manager because you have to remember all the key bindings. You have to configure all those key bindings. It takes a long time because maybe I am not used to that because of that I keep away. But maybe I will try it now, since now I am also introduced to the different window managers like you. Maybe I will try. But yes, I have used OpenBox and IceWM. IceWM, I got introduced to IceWM because of OpenSUSE, and OpenBox due to Debian. So Debian has a good OpenBox desktop available. So what we will do is we will not install any of this. We will just close it down, or maybe we can check out the accessories. Okay, so speed crunch is there, a scientific calculator extension manager is there to install the GNOME extensions. But why? Okay, it is a flat pack. Okay, keybeam the bitwarden. Okay, so okay. Then let us check out the Dolphin, the file manager. Okay, file manager is quite okay in speed. Okay. It is snappy, but rest of the system is very slow. Let us check out the Firefox. It must be 100 or 101 version. Yes, it is 101.01.1 version. Okay, so it is the latest Firefox. Let us check out the development section. So in the development section, there is a translation and localized app. For web development, it is K-image map editor. Aconid console is there. Servicia, what is Servicia? Let us check. I think it is some security app. About Servicia. This app I have seen first time. What is this? There is a sandbox also. What's this? Now let us check out what's this. It is some security audit or some kind of app is there, because here you can see the timestamp, revision status, tag date. Let us check out. It is taking too long to open up the applications. The applications take time to boot up. then they are slow while scrolling through. I think our learning curve is less than what is required. So I told you the Arch Linux is it requires a very steep learning curve. Otherwise, what happens is you end up with a mess, or you end up with a system that is unresponsive, or it is not properly installed, not properly configured. So this system is at least working, but it is slow. So we are lacking little bit. Say if we, the effort 100% is required, we are lacking. We are around 80-85%. The 15% what is lacking from our side, whatever knowledge or the know-how that is lacking, it is making the system slow. The 15% is making the system slow. Look, now we had clicked on the Servicia handbook. It is not opening. What's this? It is not opening. Let me check out once again. Okay, now it has opened. So what is the fundamentals? Let us check out. Okay. It has opened up the KDE manual, but we had clicked on Servicia handbook. Why it is not opening up? Now it has opened up. I think this is nothing but the KDE manual is there inside. Okay, this is only KDE manual is there. I thought it was something else. There was some security app or some audit app. Okay, we close this down. It is just the manual for KDE. Then there is Kate is there, KApp template is there, Guinea is there, Cuttlefish is there. Let us check out Cuttlefish. What is Cuttlefish? I think Cuttlefish looks like a, yes, it looks like a manager for the different icons. So it is an icon manager. So system icons all you can see here. So it is kind of the icon manager. You can take the upload I think the icons and download the icons. You can take a screenshot of the icons like that. All those things can be done from here. I close this down. Now let us go and check. KUI viewer is there, compare is there, Kirigami gallery, KDevelop is there. So some of these are look, Qt assistant, Qt designer. Let us check out the Qt designer. So this is a full install I think of the KDE desktop with all the development packages also. That's why the system has become slow. So this adds to our learning that if you use the ArcoLinux Xtended ISO, then you will get a full installation of KDE. And if you just use the ArcoLinuxB, you will get a standard installation of KDE plus the ArcoLinux packages. But if you use the extended, ISO, that is the ArcoLinuxB Xtended ISO, you will get the full KDE desktop plus ArcoLinux packages. So here you can design the Qt. So Qt interfaces can be designed from here. I will close this down. So in normal KDE installations, this is not available. You have to install it separately. So the Plasma Engine Explorer is as Plasma Global Theme Explorer, Qt Linguist, Qt Dbus Viewer. What is Umbrello? Let us check out. So this is interesting. So if you want to learn more about KDE, if you want to know more about the KDE Plasma, you can install the KDE desktop using the ArcoLinuxB Xtended ISO. So it will install the complete KDE desktop along with all the development packages also, and then you can have fun, you can learn more, even you can become a developer also. So this is the UML, that is the UML modeling. So you can make the use case diagrams, class diagrams, sequence diagram, collaboration diagrams, state diagrams, activity. I had used rational rows UML diagramming during my college days way back in 2000. I think 2005 I have used this. After that I was not in development. I was working as a IT manager. So this all I am not in touch since many years. But of course you can learn about this. Okay, now let us go ahead. Cache grid. What is the cache grid? What is this? So I think it will open the KDE manual again. Okay. Cache grid. Meanwhile, we go ahead. Let us check out the education. So in languages, you have got the articulate, Canagram, K hangman, kitten, K letters, K word quiz, parlance. So many of the linguistics packages are there. In mathematics section, you got the K algebra mobile, K branch, K plot. So this is the plotting application to plot the graphs. Cantor, I think it is a diagram app. No, it is not even the diagram app, it is something different. So Julia is a high performance dynamic programming language for technical computing with syntax that is similar to users of other technical computing environments, which provides sophisticated compiler, distributed parallel execution, extensive mathematical function library. Okay, so here you can do coding in Python, calculate is there. Okay, what is R? R is a linear statistical computing. Okay, Sage. Yes, science lab. This is I think science lab. Numerical computing. Okay, packages. There's Julia. Okay, K algebra. Okay, Luya. Okay, Luya is the fast. Okay. Okay, so there are some more packages in miscellaneous: Blinken, K geography, K touch, K turtle, K minute step. So I have never seen any KDE desktop installation with this many packages. So I think it is everything related to KDE is installed here. Full KDE desktop, I think, with all the development packages, all languages, mathematics, miscellaneous, science pack, everything is installed. I've never seen any desktop like this. I think Debian, if you use the edu package, that will only install the educational packages for kids and school students. If you use the scientific package in the Debian or Fedora, it will only install the scientific packages over and above the standard KDE desktop or a modded KDE desktop. But here the desktop is also full and everything, all it is full. You can say everything is given to the user. Now let us check out the graphics. So you can see here gain V is there, Inkscape, color blend, contrast, ocular, Ristretto, image viewer, scanlight, scan page, everything is there. Even K color chooser, K ruler, everything. You think of the package, it is there. You think of the KDE package, it is there here. So you can see here K aggregator, contact print theme, contact theme editor, Falcon. So it has got multiple browsers. You can see Falcon is there, Firefox is there, Conqueror is there. If I go down, Slack, Vivaldi is there. Yes, if you remember, we had selected Slack and Vivaldi as the extra package. So those are there. We had not selected KTorrent, but it has been pulled up due to the dependency. The whole KDE desktop has been installed. So KRFB is there, KRDC is there, Copit is there. Copit is, I think, chat client, just like Pidgin. Conqueror came in. Copit, I remember using Copit during the college days. So those time KDE was also new, and we were just fascinated by the KDE. Just work like Windows. So it was easy to migrate to KDE desktop in those days. We had Windows 98 and Windows 2000 and Windows NT. These three systems were in vogue in those days during the 2005-6 time. Now let us check out the multimedia. Okay, you have got the Audacity. If you remember, we had selected Audacity and Celluloid. So those are there. Dragonpair, Elisa, Juke, K3B, Kamoso, Kdenlive, Kmix, Kwave, Editor, MPV, Player, okay, and the media player also, VLC media. So I think it is fully loaded with the media players. Let us check out the Office. Okay, so in Office we have got the calendar, K address book, contact theme editor, contact print theme editor, calendar, Kmail, contact, K organizer, K10, localize, ocular, and the whole suite of the Open Office. So Open Office, I have got some found memories. I did my college in 2004-6. Those were my final years. And during those time, I used the Open Office to do all my work. My project I have done in Open Office. My day-to-day working also for the office, my assignments, everything I had done in Open Office. So in those days, Open Office was not that compatible with Windows. I remember every time I bring some office file from Windows and then I open it in Open Office, then it will change the format, it will change the tabs and everything. So it was very difficult to maintain any file with the correct format, with the correct spacing, tabs, everything. So those were the fond days. We will never forget. Okay, so this is a complete all the packages of the KDE are available. So in the settings, if you go, there is Adblock. We had not selected the Adblock, but still it is there because I think the Firefox is installed. Let us check out. In the internet, there must be Firefox installed. No, but Adblock is there. So it is good on part of the developers to make Adblock as a standard because Adblock is required it. Now, okay, add remove, that is software manager, advanced network configuration, app images. So we had, if you remember, we had selected app image, so it can launch the app image. ArchLinux better lock screen, ArchLinux tweak tool, ArcoLinux Conky Zen. So let us start the Conky Zen. So we can have a Conky here. So let us do a Conky. Orange will, I think, look good. Why it is not coming up, or it will take some time. Yes. Why? But why it just disappeared? Let me do it again. Where is the Conky? Yes, Conky Zen. There is the orange Conky that, yes, this is. Looks beautiful with this orange hued wallpaper. I'm liking this ArcoLinux very much. This is the first Arch Linux based distro that I'm liking very much. I had tested out Manjaro. Manjaro is user friendly. It was stable, but then there was a issue with the display tier. So what happens is when you have the Windows, the top bar will get tier. So then I discontinued using Manjaro, but otherwise Manjaro is quite stable. So you won't have any instability issue. Endeavor also I had used for some small time, 4-5 days, but then I discontinued. Then I moved back again to Debian. Mostly I work in Debian only, Debian or Fedora. And OpenSUSE is there on my tablet, so it is works very well on the tablet. It is my long termer, so OpenSUSE I have used for many years. I think last 10 years I am using OpenSUSE. And recently, in last year only, I moved to Debian. Debian is very good. I like the stability of Debian. And Fedora, I do some testing. I do testing contributor for Fedora. I like the people. The people are fantastic there in Fedora. Similarly, in Debian also, people are good. That's not an issue. So now let us come back to the topic. So we have checked out the Conky themes are very good. Now let us go ahead. Okay, let us try out this desktop trasher. So we have to input our sudo password. Okay, what okay, so list of the desktops installed. So these are all desktops that are installed. Okay, so by default, when you use the ArcoLinuxB Xtended ISO, all the window manager will be installed along with the desktop that you have chosen. So we had chosen on the Plasma, so only that desktop plus all this window manager have been installed. So we can choose the desktop or the window manager we want to trash, and it will trash. So remove any possible desktop using the ArcoLinux list. So what you have to do is, suppose you don't want awesome Windows manager, so you have to select awesome here and here. So in the first option, when you select the awesome, it will remove the install desktop from the session menu, and in the second it will remove the desktop files. So and it will remove it from the ArcoLinux list. So the desktop won't be available in any of the list, nor it will be available in any of the login sessions. Okay, so this is how the ArcoLinux desktop trasher will work. So now let us go ahead. Okay, we were in the settings here. Gparted is there. I will not show you. Gparted you already know. Then disk deconf editor also. ArcoLinux welcome we have already seen many times. So let us, what is this fix hard coded icons? I think we have shown it once. Let us check out again, because this is not available in any of other desktops, at least not in the default installation. Where is the power management? Let us check out the. So it is not there. I don't see the battery icon here. What is variety? Okay, let us check this out later. Fixing all hard-coded path icons. Fixing LP lib, fixing HP UI scan, and fixing privilege granting. Okay, it will fix the icons, I think. Let us check out the grub customizer. This is the second time we will do it, because I think it requires to be done twice or thrice, so that we remember how the app works. So this is the listing of configuration available in the grub. So when you boot up, you will get this list will be seen in the grub loader. So you have got the ArcoLinux with the Linux Zen kernel, ArcoLinux with the Linux Zen kernel, fallback. So this is the recovery kernel. Then you have got the main kernel or the default kernel, and recovery based on the default kernel. So now indirectly you have to understand that whenever you use the ArcoLinuxB Xtended ISO and you use any of the kernel choice other than the default kernel, so after the installation you will get the default kernel as well as the selected kernel. So if you have chosen the hardened kernel, you will get a hardened kernel plus the default kernel. So there will be two kernels available. So this is good redundancy. So if one of the kernel fails, you got the other kernel. So if one recovery fails, you got the another recovery. So there are total 4 options with 2 selections. Second selection is automatic. First selection is that you are doing. Okay. And this is the default entry. So what is predefined? So you can define it. You can select any of the entries from this 4. So that will be displayed as a first entry, and then you have to setting for visibility also. Show menu, don't show menu, look for other operating system. So this will enable the OS prober, and boot default entry after how many seconds. You can increase or decrease the time, and these are the kernel level parameters. So you have to load the NVMe also, that is the SSD, then quit log level 3. So there are different log levels. So this is at the log level 3 that we will check out in a what is the exactly the log level. We can do it in a separate video. Maybe when we do that video on terminal, then we will check out this. Okay, now the appearance setting is there. So in the appearance setting, you can select the custom, not say exactly custom, but you can select any of the fonts that are installed along with the theme. So you can change the themes also. There are at least 2 themes are available, Starfield and Vmix, and long list of fonts and background wallpapers is available. So let's check out. So this is the background. So this looks good, or we can do check out some other. This is also good. I think I like the first one. This is very fine design in black, so I like this. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to save this, of course, and then we have to close this. It is not closing up. It's taking time to save and close. Okay, now the action is saved. Let us go ahead. So the quantum manager we have seen, onboard settings also we know, print settings, the pulse audio volume control, the Qt5 settings, let us check out the quick system info. That will be more important for us. Okay, so it is using the INSI. So we are using the Zen kernel 5.18.6. It is 64-bit kernel. Desktop is KDE Plasma 5.25.1 and distro is ArcoLinux. So rest of all the things are the hardware information. So you can check it out for yourself. I will not go in much details because we have seen it many times now. Okay. Qt. Okay. Removable media and drive. System profiler and benchmark also I have shown you. System settings. Let us check out what is system settings. Okay, oh, this is the KDE settings. Okay, so we already checked this many times, so I think I will not go again and again into same things. So these are the online accounts, so you can install from a long list. It is similar to the Google online accounts. So you got a long list of online services which you can log in and register from here. Also there is a generic service. So let us click on generic service. What happens? Let us check out. Okay, user action finish. So there is an error. Otherwise, I thought maybe we can check out the generic login. So it is not working. Okay. Okay, now we have completed the settings. Now let us go over to the system applications. So you got the add remove software, Alacrity. So Alacrity we had not selected, but it is installed by default. ArcoLinux Conky toggle. Let us check out what is ArcoLinux. Okay, so it will just toggle. Yes, if you remember, we had checked this out earlier also. So I just click on Conky toggle. The Conky will again be displayed. Just wait. Yes, it has again come up. Application Finder, ArcoLinux, better lock screen, ArcoLinux tweak tool, ArcoLinux Conky toggle. Okay, Conky Zen is there, Arc is there, that is the archive manager, bulk remain, emoji selector, file flight. Let us check out what is file flight. Okay, this is nothing, but it is just showing the disk usage. Okay, I think we had checked this out in 2 or 3 videos back. Okay, now I remember it. Now okay, now remember we had selected this file manager PC man fm. Yes, so that is installed. It is available here, and it will be available in OpenBox also. So that is available. What is this KDE itinerary? Let's check. This is a app I have not seen before. How to import data. Okay, so yes, you can import the itinerary, that is your travel plan, from the Apple Wallet or the PDF tickets. So if you open the PDF ticket, it will directly go in the KDE itinerary. So KML, Nextcloud, Thunderbird. So that is great. Okay, today current ticket. Okay, it is a great app to have. Okay, let us go ahead. So K system, that is the KDE log is there, KDE is free is there. How much this? Let us check out the size. Yes, this is important app. Okay, this is the ISO that we had installed. It is still plugged in. I will have to remove it. Okay, so the virtual hard disk, out of the 27.3 GB, just 6.1 GB is free. Yes, now the reason I understand why the things were working very slowly. So most of the hard disk space, that is 78%, is full because it has installed everything, all the Windows Manager available, plus the desktop KDE that we had selected, plus all the extra software, everything is there. Okay, now let us go and check out some more apps. Let us check out the GSmart control. I think GSmart should not display anything. Okay, it is showing the KMU unknown model, so it will not work because this is a virtual disk. Okay, K wallet manager, Kiwi disk. Let us check out what is Kiwi disk. I think it will take time to open up. Maybe we go ahead in meanwhile. The info center is there. Okay, so this is the info center. Let us check out the system monitor. The system monitor. Let us check out the system monitor. Okay, so it is using 2.2 GB of RAM out of the 3.8, and the used disk space is 21.2 out of the 27.3, and the CPU usage I think with this big system that is installed, the CPU usage is quite frugal. It is just using 5 to 26%, in between 5 to 26%. So that is great. You can see here 21.2 GB. This is the, I think, biggest installation of Linux I have seen, and never seen any system with this big installation size. So compared to that, the memory usage and CPU usage is quite low. It is, we can say it is frugal. Okay, now, okay, then we go back. Let's check out the devices, interrupts. So these are the CPU interrupts that are available. This is the network information. It is not good to show network information. So the OpenGL information is there. So which drivers and everything is installed and working. OpenGL GLX driver is there, Vulkan is there, and the X server information is there. Okay, then we go back now. Check out the energy. No energy information available. So I think it is because it is on the virtual machine. That's why it is not available. So we close this. Then we check out anything new that is pending. Okay, this is new crashed process viewer. Let us check out if any of the processes had crashed. Yes, so system is reporting 3 crashes. I think 2 are for the sign on UI, and the third crash is for the grub customizer. When we click on the app, it should show the details, but the details are not coming. Okay, it is not showing the details of the crash. What we can do is we will go and check other system, but I will have to check this app, crash process viewer. So this will be helpful. We need to have knowledge about this. Now let us check out any of the very new app is there or there. Cleopatra is old app. Kfind also we know it is just the finder, so you can find the files inside your system using Kfind. Yes, let us check out Tilex. So Tilex, this is the Tilex terminal. So it looks very polished and fresh, shiny terminal, I can say. Because the console and other terminals, GNOME terminal, they don't look this polished. It is because of the font selection and the shade of the black at the background. It looks very polished. Okay. So total 1936 package. So this is a very big package size because all the Windows Manager and the desktop selected, that was KDE is installed. So total disk size of the install is 21 point something GB, and 1936 packages are installed. So it is very big. Here the shell version is I think one minor version old. Others have 5.2 here. This is 5.1, I think. Yes. Theme is Breeze Light Plasma. Icon is ArcD icons, and Surfing Plasma Dark, and terminal is Tilex. Okay, close this down. Let us check out the K system log. We have to input the password. Shows so this is the latest log entry. You have to go back. Okay. Now here you can toggle between the XOR, that is the display server log, the kernel log, and then the journal D log. So this is the system log, this is the kernel log, and this is the display manager log. So you can toggle between the three, and there will be more features like you can copy the logs, You can open the logs in a new tab and all those things. So there can be one full video for just the journal. This what we can say is the name of that K system log. So this is the K system log app. So we can have a just a separate video on this only sometime later. Okay. Now let us go. I think we have done everything. Yes. Let us, yes, ButterFS assistant was pending. So let us go to ButterFS assistant and then we will go over to the utilities section. So here you will require the sudo password. I think it will take time to open up. What happened? It did not open up. Let's do it again. ButterFS assistant. I think it will require the, no, it should work with this password only. It is not coming up on the display. ButterFS assistant. Okay, that what we do is while it comes up on display, let us go ahead. So this is the app image launcher setting. Let us check it out. Okay, so ask whether to move app image files into the applications directory. Location where to store your app image files to is their management. So this is the path of the applications folder where you can keep all your app images. So you can launch using the app image launcher. Updater available for app images supporting app image update. So this is very good. I use the Balena HR app image regularly. So in Debian, I don't have this app, that is the app image launcher, I think. I have not seen it. Maybe it is there, but it is not installed by default, nor it is available in the ISO for installation. So there is no option in the ISO to choose the app image launcher. So this is very good on part of developers of ArcoLinux to offer it for install as an option. And then what is this? Okay, so we can auto start the auto integration daemon also. So whenever you will download the, I think the app images, the app image launcher will ask you to include the app image in the applications folder. So it can be managed, launching of the app image can be managed from the app image launcher settings. Okay, so this is good app, very valuable app. Font manager is what we have done is okay. Let us check out the font manager app. It will update the database and show all the fonts that are installed and available in this system. Okay. Yes, so you can manage the fonts from here itself. You can add, remove the font families. The fonts will be categorized with their width, weight, slant, spacings, license, vendor, file type, unsorted, supported orthograms. So you can search by the categories. You can add, remove, as from the categories. I think you can even remove the font families also and add the font families from this font manager. So this is also very useful app. Now we will close this. Come from top application finder. There is no need to show you. Better lock screen. If you want, we can go again. But I think once we are showed you, maybe we will use this. I like the wallpaper very much as a lock screen. Okay, so lock screen has been set successfully. Now we will go ahead. Package and font viewer is also same as I think font. Let us check out what is font. Okay, it just shows the font. Preview font files before installing them. So okay, it is used to review the font files before it is installed. Okay. Close this down. We already know Kate is the text editor. K backup. Okay, let us do the K backup. Guinea we have seen. HP device manager, everybody knows, we have shown it. If you want, you can show it again, but you can manage your printers from here. The health of the printers, like the ink level and everything can be done from here. You can install a new printer from the HP manager. Meanwhile, we will check out something new. Okay, let us check out the K backup. Yes, in the K backup you can select the different folders that you want to take a backup of, and then you can save a backup file either in your hard disk, or you can save it to the attached removable drive from here. So you have to select the location of the backup file, and then you can import the backup files here, and then you can restore those imported backup files using the K backup. So it is a backup tool. Okay, now I will close this down. K calculator is there. If you want, I will show it to you. So here I think you can even do, yes, there is a simple mode enabled by default. You can have a science mode, statistics mode, numeral system mode. So it is very powerful calculator. Don't think it is a simple calculator. It is very powerful. You can use it for your college work also. Now let us go ahead. K notes, K mouth. If you want, I will show you the K mouth tool. K mouth tool. Okay, this is the text to speech configuration. So you can make it to read your documents also. Okay, now let us go ahead. KML, Cleopatra, KJPG. So this is the JPG. Yes, this is the this is the folder where your JPG keys are stored. So it will create config. What will happen is SAM. Okay, so now it has created the configuration file for the JPG. Generate a new key. So you have got JNUPG version 2.2.335. You have to generate a new key, and it will start the KJPG automatically. So I will not go ahead because it will then create a JPG key on my name. So I don't want that. So I will stop it here, but you can use this to generate the JPG keys and use them. You can see here the plank doc is available. So I will not use this because for that I will have to first move this panel to the top and then click on plank, because clicking on plank will start the plank doc. Then I will have to configure it and everything, and if I do it right now, the plank doc will appear over this panel, so it will be hodgepodge. Kwrite is also editor only, text editor. Sweeper, so if you click on this, It will clean your clipboard contents, recent document, command history, applications, thumbnail. So it is a system cleaner. Then I think, okay, Ventoy, yes, we had installed Ventoy as an option, extra package. So let us check out the Ventoy. Okay. So here you can select the device, and then you can select the ISO that you have to burn, and then you just go and burn the ISO using Ventoy to disk. First select the disk where you want to burn the ISO, then select the ISO, then give the burn command, input your sudo password, and then it will burn the ISO to the disk. Simple. Let us check out what is variety. Okay, this variety is nothing but a wallpaper fetcher and a wallpaper displayer, wallpaper manager. So you can start the variety when computer start. It will change the wallpaper at given intervals or set intervals, and it will also change wallpaper on the start. And then you can specify the images that can be taken from the folder. So if you have got some personal folders with the wallpapers or pictures, it can use those folders to display it as a wallpaper. And also there are some online folders like the Flickr folder is there, Earthview is there, NatGeo is there. So it will go to the NatGeo website and fetch the fresh wallpapers from there. You can even use the unsplash.com wallpapers and show it on your screen. So this is also a good addition, because we always need something new on the desktop to make it look fresh. Otherwise human beings get bored easily. So image writer, stick formatter we already know. URXVT is also terminal only. Yakuke, so this is also a terminal, I think. Yes, so it is a bash terminal. I will close the session. Okay, so I think we have completed the utilities. Floppy we don't use, because nobody uses floppy. Very few people, maybe in some research or some organizations using some mainframes or those things, they will use floppy. We don't use. So it is a almost obsolete app, we can say. Now we have completed the utilities section. The lost and found section is there with the HP UI scan. So that we'll check out this app sometime later in some other video. Then this is the KDE help and the power and session menu. So friends, now I think we will cut this video here. I will do another video for the OpenBox and IceWM in the next video, because what happens is, if you do a very long video, people get bored. People have stamina to just watch 10 or 15 minutes of video. Very few people will, maybe 2 or 3%, at the max 5% people can watch it till the end. Most of the people, 14 or 15 minutes of visual is good enough. After that they get bored. So I will stop the video here. Thank you for being with us. Do like, subscribe, and comment on our channel. Do not forget to press the bell button, otherwise you will miss the new videos. Thank you. Bye bye.